So, Minister, Donald Trump is president-elect once again. What are your thoughts on his emphatic win?
Well, look, obviously I congratulate Donald Trump on his victory, and I look forward to working with his administration over the next 4 years.
You've got some bridges to build with him, though, haven't you, given that in January 2017 you said, Donald Trump is a neo-Nazi and a disgusting sexual predator, God help the United States.
The Prime Minister and I have already had several meetings with President Trump in order to maintain a healthy relationship that benefits both countries, and I think that's what's important right now.
When you met the President, did he mention this tweet you wrote back in March 2017 when you said, "How can anyone spend time with Donald Trump and not come to the conclusion that he's an unscrupulous, egotistical, misogynistic fascist? God, I hate him."
What I'm focused on is making sure that our strong working relationship with the United States continues under President Trump and his team.
Even though you said this in July 2017, Donald Trump is contemptible, vile and odious, a tornado of corruption and depravity in a flappy blue suit. He makes me sick.
Donald Trump is a man who speaks as he finds, but I think that it's important that we find some common ground in the national interest, and that's what myself and the Prime Minister are focused on doing in the coming months.
So presumably you no longer think what you tweeted in December 2017 when you said, "Anyone who tries to forge working relationships with Trump is an unprincipled, morally bankrupt charlatan who should be treated with contempt and total disdain. I don't care who you are, if you want to work with that fascist monster, you're a piece of shit."
The transatlantic relationship is one of the most important relationships that the UK has, and I don't think that bringing up tweets that I posted several years ago should have any bearing on what we're trying to achieve today.
Even though you said in January 2018,
"Oh God.
Don't ever forget these things I'm saying about Donald Trump. Seriously, if you find me reeling off some spurious bullshit in years to come about looking forward to working with Donald Trump because he's been re-elected, God forbid, then take it as read that I've sold my soul for the sake of my political career and should be kicked in the face for the rest of my life by the people who voted for me."
So much has changed in 8 years, and I think that it's incumbent upon us to extend the hand of friendship to President Trump for the sake of national and financial security.
Okay, if that's the case, perhaps you should also change your profile photo.
Oh, shit.
And to brainwash people is if you have some really dark agenda, you basically wrap it in this hyper trendy cause. That's basically how you get through any dark agenda that you want. You just gift wrap it in a trendy cause. You go, who believes in the trendy cause? And then everyone goes, yay! And then you even pick the people that are trying to actually do good. You frame them as the bad guys by cutting them out of context, put them in the media. And now the very people doing good things and trying to help, you can demonize. And the average person doesn't even want to look deeply enough into it, and they just jump on the trend. And you can basically just manipulate the masses like that. It's completely insane, and it's going on constantly. And it keeps us it keeps the societal progression at a bit of a deadlock, because it means that we can't have real debate about the best ways forward, because we're basically just stuck on like manipulating large groups of people that just get easily swayed.
To give women men's rights without men's responsibilities. Second wave feminism sought to reduce or eliminate women's responsibilities. And third wave feminism seeks to increase men's responsibilities. We find that men can't win for losing. They still bear the majority of the burdens they did 100 years ago. To one degree or another, they are still expected to pay on the first date and onward, still expected to pay most or all of the household bills, still expected to be at least as educated as their female partner, still expected to be the one to buy the ring and to buy the flowers and then to buy the chocolates on Valentine's Day, still expected to put themselves between a woman and any danger, still expected to take responsibility for themselves and others, especially women and children. The primary difference is they aren't allowed to expect any thanks, gratitude, respect, status, or reward for it. In one, girls and women are their equals, every bit as tough, capable, resilient, self-reliant, and powerful. And in the other, girls and women are so vulnerable and fragile that they need to be treated with special gentleness and consideration, extra protection and respect, and they are so incapable that they need boys and men to rescue them from anything that might endanger or upset them. Men owe it to us for how horrible men were in the past. I'm just here to ask, what the hell are we doing to our boys and to our men?
I'm very limited on time, Professor. And so I just have to say, when you talk about how liberals want to be around each other and cluster, and conservatives don't want to be around each other, and so they have to spread out, it makes people, you may not see this from, like the ivory towers of your law school, but it makes actual people in this country feel like, excuse me, you don't get to interrupt me on this time. Now, let me also suggest that when you invoke the president's son's name here, when you try to make a little joke out of referencing Barron Trump, that does not lend credibility to your argument. It makes you look mean. It makes you look like you're attacking someone's family, the minor child of the President of the United States. So let's see if we can get into the facts. To all of the witnesses, if you have personal knowledge of a single material fact in the Schiff report, please raise your hand. And let the record reflect. No personal knowledge of a single fact. And you know what? That continues on the tradition that we saw from Adam Schiff, where Ambassador Taylor could not identify an impeachable offense. Mr. Kent never met with the president. Fiona Hill never heard the president reference anything regarding military aid. Mr. Hale was unaware of any nefarious activity with aid. Colonel Vindman even rejected the new Democrat talking point that bribery was invoked here.
Guys, we're over here at the Victor Garcia Park here in Pharr, Texas. We're literally in the hood. Like, this is the hood. You know Cypress, you know Wright, you know Egley. You're in the hood here. So, it's currently 1:38 in the morning, but we're driving and we saw some. Damn. Look at what's in the hood. Woo! We the people. You like that? How do you feel about that?
That's clean.
That's clean? That's your boy?
Making change in the community.
Dude, his... Che trompas. Ooh!
I would love to serve as the director of ATF because I will get the job done. I defeated the ATF and United States Department of Justice to eliminate the bump stock ban in Cargill versus Garland. I defeated the city of Austin, Texas, to allow gun owners to carry inside city government buildings. I pushed the Texas legislature to pass campus carry, constitutional carry, and open carry. I pushed the Texas legislature to make the Mossberg Shockwave legal in Texas without a tax stamp. All of my work has been for the people and not for myself. As a proven winner, I will continue that work as the next director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives. I am the one person the Senate and House Democrats fear the most.
Garland versus Cargill.
The bump stock.
Bump stocks.
Bump stock.
Bump stocks.
Remember, more guns equals less crime. Go out there and buy yourself a gun.
Don't care about the U.S. Constitution at all. Y'all don't care about it at all. The city of Chicago is the most corrupt city on the planet, and it's run by a Democratic machine. And you guys have been doing this for decades. You guys have been taking our generational wealth. The blacks helping as well. And it's going to stop because Trump is getting in office. And the first thing that's going to happen is the Department of Justice is going to come here. You don't know how to govern. You don't.
So I want every gang member, no matter what you want to vote, fight for, whatever, etc. I want y'all to line them polls up. We flipping red.
I'm telling you, Brandon Johnson, from my heart to yours, Trump 2024. No more blue, no matter who. Donald J. Trump. Trump 2024. He's going to stop the bleeding. He's going to deal with this sanctuary city. And he's going to help us get you out. And he's going to get anybody out who roll with you, who think they're going to tear up Chicago. Y'all getting out too.
Self-preservation is the first law of nature. You focus on you. But I'm going red on my way to Freedom Land. God has given every black person everything you need. All you have to do is use what God has given you. If you don't use what you got to get what you want, you don't need what you got. Right now, what I have is my vote to go red! To go red!
Thank you very much for your comments.